Okay, welcome back at this new video. This is a part 2 of tips and tricks for Blender Fortnite. Last video we left off at this. We did some... come on, there we go. We have some face expressions. We did some face expressions and lighting. We did this. Okay, my thing is lagging a bit. Okay, come on, adjust. We did so. Come on, encoding. Okay, so we did some face expressions and lighting, and we did the shadow catcher. But now we're gonna look at rendering. One thing that's really important to do is change your device to your GPU, because it's gonna render incredibly fast, and that's super chill. As you can see, I'm gonna render it real quick. It's loading for a bit. It takes a little bit longer to load, but as you can see, it renders pretty quick. And I have another way to render even quicker, and that's to go to performance and set these tiles to a lot bigger. At least if you're using a GPU. Some people don't have a GPU, a video card, graphics card, but it's really important to use one if you have one, if it's better than your CPU, your processor. And if you do have one, you will benefit from the fact that you can increase these numbers. So let's just do that. You can set it to any random amount. I'm just going to set this to 412 by 412. This is going to speed up your render, as you can see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but it's way faster. So if we're just gonna look at how long this is gonna take. Okay, so it took us about 30 seconds from now on. Okay, there we go. It took us 1 minute to render. Oh, it took us 1 minute to render this. But as you can see, it's really noisy and it doesn't look very good. There's two ways to fix this. If we're just going to do this, you can equip denoising. And you can equip this too, the denoise. Yeah. But I don't know why, but I would rather just use denoising. I don't need more. You can set the render to really high, but I usually use from 300 to 700. For client work, I usually just use 350. It takes a little bit longer to render, but it just looks way better increasing it. And if we're going to compositing, this is something really cool you can do. You can add something that's called a glare. And you might not be able to see it. But at the lighter areas, it's gonna light up a bit. So if we're just going to we'll have to add a view node. you're not. What the hell is that? What the fuck? What? Okay, by the way, you can move this by literally pressing fit. But what happened here? That's not supposed to be like that. It usually looks way different. But this is just a really easy way to increase there we go, to increase your quality. If you just press render again with the higher samples and with the denoise, just skip this part or until I'm done rendering. I'm not going to edit it because I have to go really soon. I'm leaving to Bangkok, Thailand. I'm going to the airport in about an hour, so I won't be able to edit any of this. So you might want to skip through this. This is why I don't have headphones. I already packed those, and that's why this microphone is a bit bad. Yeah. Okay, you get the point. It's basically it's just way faster using a GPU. Okay, let's just finish this render. As you can see, this is a bit moist and this is not. This is the difference between good quality and not that good. And as you can see, it's updating right here. 319, and it's almost done. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There you go. As you can see, this is way better than it was before. Just increasing the samples. And I'll show you an example of glare. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you an example of glare. Oh no, I won't even save this. This isn't something I want to save. Open recent. Cool Jonesy. Just gotta change this. Okay. The textures are still loaded. I added some of these grenades and I made this glow a bit because normally in game this glows too, and I just thought why not. So I just posed Jonesy a little bit. It's nothing big. I made him look. I used the same thing as I did in the previous episode. I made him look at the camera. He just keeps looking at the camera too. I used 700 samples because I was going to dinner and I thought, yeah, why not? One thing you can do too is if there's nothing in the scene that's really glossy, you can decrease this to 2. If there's something in the scene that is glossy, you can increase it, and it's going to look way better. Okay, we're going to focus on the diffuse. You don't see any transparency almost, except for the shadows that are right there. So we're gonna just keep this on 8, and the transmission we're gonna keep this on 8 too. This is, by the way, this is to increase the speed. If you just yank these all up, it's gonna take longer, but it's gonna look better. Okay, and encoder, and this is what we call glare. It's really cool, this glow. So I'm gonna just show you how this is rendering. I don't think. By the way, I use some colored lights in this scene to make it look a bit more cinematic and better. Yeah. So it's rendering right now. It's not going to take a lot of time. Maybe about 3 minutes. I think it's 3 minutes. By the way, what do you guys think about the event? I thought it was pretty cool. Some people on my team just said it wasn't cool at all. Nothing changed, but I really liked it. I was watching it together with my buddy Spanks. Really enjoyed it, and his friends, by the way. He's German. I'm Dutch. I almost couldn't understand a single word, but I could make up some words out of German sentences. It was pretty funny. Okay, so we're a minute in, and it says it's still rendering for a minute. I'm looking at the event right now. Again, I just really love it. The cinematic looks. I'm just going to open it on YouTube. Wait a second.
Wat wil jij op je boterham mee voor in het vliegtuig voor reserve? Appelstroop, pindakaas, kaas, jam.
Jam. Dank u wel. Oh God. That's annoying. That's really annoying. I think my mom is doing this on purpose, just to annoy me. God damn it. Okay, but this is the finished result. As you can see, this is looking really good. You can see the glare really good. I love the glare in this picture. That's why I made it. This is my first render with the shadow catcher too. Yeah. Okay, this is part 2. I might be making a part 3, but that depends. That's going to take a few weeks because I'm going to yeah, Bangkok for a few weeks, 2 weeks. And after that, I will be back on the grind, and I will grind so hard. I can do. My mom is gone for a whole week, so there won't be any. There won't be any noise on the background. God damn it. Okay. So I'm going to make a lot of videos, a lot of renders. It's gonna be epic. See ya.